Okay, overall, I must say that Europe has to maintain a competitive economy and a very strong industry. We have now a new commission. We have a new commission president, Jean-Claude Juncker, and he's given, like Joanna Drake said, he's given a very clear mandate to say that we need to strengthen economic recovery, and we need to build a Europe that delivers growth and jobs. What we have seen in our work in the clusters and emerging industries in DG Enterprise and Industry, and most of the potential for growth and jobs is in fact in emerging industries, and that is why we wanted to organize this event today and yesterday. And this emerging industries, you've heard that this can be happening through the transformation of existing industries or the creation of new emerging industries. And this means that we have to better exploit the transformative power of cross-sectoral innovation. Over the 2 days of the conference, we have heard that we can do this through collaboration. That's a word that keeps popping up. Collaboration across and along value chains, collaboration across sectors, across borders, and across regions. For regional authorities, I've heard it many times very loud and clear that it is very important for regions to cooperate. And to make this cooperation doable, we've heard it from the last panel that it's important that the internal market functions and functions properly. It's great we have it, but it will probably never be complete. It can always be improved. There are always some hiccups. But to repeat also what my director, Joanna Drake, said yesterday, what may be, I think, good news for business overall is that now, even though it's an internal organigram change, but it may make a big difference. We have merged now DG Enterprise and Industry together with DG Internal Market. So all the services from DG Internal Market, these are coming to us. So there is one big DG coming up called DG Growth. And I think that maybe that will help, in not necessarily answering to all the questions, but at least some of the questions to help improve the functioning of the internal market. So we need to capitalize on the potential of emerging industries. And we need to do this, we need to know where the ideas are likely to emerge. And we need to know also what drives them. But we also need to provide them with the right conditions to ensure that they develop into viable business propositions. We have heard that there is actually place and need for innovation policy or policy support to help regions and to help companies and clusters to transform challenges into opportunities. I'm very pleased to hear that. And that we've also heard that clusters are a key mechanism to help bring actors together and to help shape emerging industries. We have heard yesterday and today many concrete examples, and I think this is always the nice part of events, that brings everything much more into life. It makes it easier for people to understand what can actually be done. We've heard it from the companies, we've heard it from regions, we've heard from clusters. How have they done this? How have they collaborated with each other, and how have they created new innovative ideas? How have they gone international? How have they solved different issues? This is all very much in line with what we've been thinking in terms of the new cluster strategy for growth, which we plan to adopt by the end of next year. And the aim of this strategy is to position clusters as integrators across policies, sectors, regions, and borders. And the aim of the strategy is to stimulate competitiveness and growth in Europe. And emerging industries are very much part of that. In fact, they are, I would call them, the engines for growth in Europe's industrial renaissance. And I'm hoping that this cluster strategy will actually help us to come up with some new ideas and new tools, new policies, what will help bring more growth and jobs into Europe. And we have already discussed this a little bit at the European Cluster Conference in Brussels in October. We've heard some new ideas, some thinking, some questions yesterday and today. And I would very much welcome any new ideas from you. It can be something very practical, very concrete, or it can be more issues, more policy ideas. But this would help us greatly to see what is it for the next year, for 5 years, for the next Commission. What do you expect us in Brussels to do? What is it that is missing? We've been providing project funding. we provided maybe some policy guidance. Is that enough? Is it what you want, or you want something completely different? We would very much like to hear from you, because that would help us address your needs, respond to those needs, and to put those ideas into the new cluster strategy for growth. We will launch a public consultation on this in January next year, so that will be open for 12 weeks, so you have time to respond to the public consultation. We will leave room for some open room for the consultation, so you can bring in your ideas, but don't hesitate to contact us otherwise with your suggestions, because we are honestly, I mean, even it might be that you say that what you're doing is fine, please keep on doing that or adapt it a little bit, but we need the ideas from you, because in the end we are there to help you deliver your work. So we are very much looking forward to input from you. I would then just like to conclude by thanking all of you for your active participation, for your interesting presentations and questions and queries here. And I would like to thank all the speakers as well for their time and their sharing their experiences. I would also like to thank the conference organizers, the region of Lombardy and Eupolis, who've put this all together with a little bit of help from us. But it's you who have made it happen here, and it has been a very, very nice conference overall. I think you have all shown the power of Rinascimento, the power of new thinking, of new ways of doing things, and new ways of collaboration and partnership, and the constant quest to explore uncharted territory. And I think this is all what emerging industries are about. I thank you very much, and I wish you a very safe trip home.